Well, I should have some volume now. Not gonna say for sure, but maybe. Okay, there's that. I see some mic moving lines over there. We got some stuff going on. Now, what you hear is the audio coming through the microphone on the web camera, not through the speakers on the monitor. It's kind of a weird, it's kind of a setup where you have the capture device hooked up to your computer, and luckily my monitor has speakers on it, because I don't know if I'd hear the audio otherwise. I don't know. So there you go. Do 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 do. I personally prefer the OG Resident Evil that's not tampered with, but you know, most people prefer the director's cut. Just so happens they're wrong. Console button guide. Quit the game and go to the home screen. Oh, okay. I never can remember what to do. It's funny. It just shows you how little I play. Shows you how little I play. Bats have always been a cheap shot in video games. You ever notice that? Bats are one of the cheapest things in a video game you can ever have. Horrible. I have the power! Sorry. What the heck? Well, I don't know how to get away from a rolling polar bear looking. Barely made it. One more hit, I'd have been dead. I'm scared. Let's pause that one. Do you want to delete the existing resume point and save a new one? Yeah! That's nerve-wracking. For those of you that don't know, I don't hardly play games anymore. I haven't in a lot of years because they're just nerve-wracking. I used to be quite competitive in the early 2000s up to, close to 2010-ish or so. And I just can't hardly do it no more. I'm just all over the controls. I don't even know what each button does. I'm just crazy with it. Like that right there, Twisted Metal 2. I was the best in the entire world at that game. Nobody even stood a chance that I played against. It was like 100 games to 1. Best in the world. And I played... Well, I didn't play everybody in the world. But I played my kids and my nephew and my couple of friends. And Medieval's a good game. A lot of these are okay games. I just don't really play them. Okay, a lot of them aren't really great. This generation started bringing in some interesting games and stuff, and then once the GameCube and PS2 and OG Xbox came out, that's when things started getting a little bit more interesting, and they started really my love affair at that point in time. In those early 2000s, there started my love with first-person shooters, and really started competitively on PC with Medal of Honor, Allied Assault, Spearhead, Breakthrough, and then eventually I got really good, and I enjoyed the Halo series, and even some Unreal Tournament, all that good stuff. got a little ways in this a while ago on that other video, but I didn't know how, I forgot how to save. It just shows you how little I play. Dang. Good grief, I destroyed them quick. No problem, buddy. Why do all these POWs look the same? Oh man, that's doing good up until doing something stupid. Oh, come on, man. Controls are clunky on these old games. That won't cause a seizure. Let's ride a camel, by golly. Okay, let's die. Alright, let's die again.
Heavy machine gun. Heavy machine gun.
Why is there a baby? What are you doing, fool? What if a joystick would be easier? Oh, quit dying, you big dork. Ah. I technically ran into those. Probably. Maybe some sort of a life bar on these things, so you know that you're close to getting something done. Bastard. Am I doing anything? Other than dying, am I doing anything? I've died a lot right here. I died like 10 times right there. What the heck, man?
Mission complete.
That's stupid. I don't like dying.
Listen to start.
Do you want to delete the... Okay. And yes, I do play newer games. I've played and beat Back for Blood on the easiest setting. And I do have Halo multiplayer, Halo Infinite online multiplayer downloaded, and I've only played it like once or twice. I'm more into the story modes on Halo and that, so I'm just not real competitive as far as online stuff goes. And boy, these games would be amazing if the controls were good, but that's one thing that held back a lot of these games, especially in this era, in this generation of games. Man, the controls. Some rough stuff, guys. WCW. Oh! The good old days. What happened to the good old days, guys? They're good old and gone. That's what they are. And these are one of these are not labeled correctly. I mislabeled it. Or I got the wrong box art. I can't remember which one. Yes, I'm the one that had to do all this. I'm the one that had to mod it. Download the program, put it in there, and then get the games and break them up and get the box art and do all this kind of stuff. And it was kind of a pain, but not too awful bad. And Alundra, I can't get nowhere on Alundra. I can't do anything on Alundra. Crazy. Snowboarders too, or cool boarders, whatever. Oh, horrible. Once you've played SSX and SSX Tricky, and I know a lot of people like SSX3 and that, but man, once you play those games, you can't hardly even go back to play these things. They are like just bad. Even for the time, they were bad. Gauntlet Legends. I remember the first time as a kid seeing Gauntlet. Not necessarily the first time seeing it, but I remember my experience with it as a kid. And just, I thought it was just so magical and just so. It was just so captivating. It was so amazing to see. It's kind of like Dragon's Lair. Whenever you go into a arcade or something, you'd see this big gauntlet machine with 4 controllers and all the colors and the artwork and the vocals that it would do, the talking and all that. Man, it was just so amazing. Gran Turismo, still a good game. Visuals don't bother me too bad. I know a lot of people are all about, state of the art, the latest and greatest, and all that. And yeah, new games do look pretty, but I can go back and play these old games. As far as graphically goes, it don't bother me. So, and Kingsfield is a game I bought way back when it came out, and man, I never could get nowhere. I even cheated. I even used a code or I either used a code or some sort of a disc or a contraption or something. I don't remember what it was. I don't even know. It might have just been a code for like invincibility or God mode or something. And I couldn't figure it out. It's those really early days of dungeon crawling and everything just kind of moves like this, and then you turn this way and you're down a hall and that's all you see, and it's really I wish that they could remake it and kind of keep some of the charm from the original, but remake it with today's controls and visuals and kind of perspective, change the way it moves and the perspective of it a little bit or something. And I don't mind the first person view of it. It's just the way that the clunkiness that they kind of moved back then. It's so confusing, and you don't know where you've been, where you're going. Anyway, I was just messing around for a bit. So, anyway, if anybody watches, I hope you enjoyed just watching me screw around a little bit there. Hey, while you're at it, go check out my YouTube channel, The Body Beatdown. That's where I do all kind of fitness stuff and fitness related stuff, and support my channel, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And while you're at it, while you're watching some videos, you're going to notice me pop up and towards the end talking about my shirts. Those shirts are near and dear to my heart. I've designed them, created them, and it's something I'd like to get out there. I'd like to be the next Nike. I'd like to be the positive version of Nike, and have a positive message to get up, get out, get rad, do it to it. And that's what we try to do there on The Body Beatdown. And so, anyway, guys, we're going to sign off here. Hope you enjoyed just watching me screw around. I enjoyed screwing around. We'll see y'all later, and have a swell night.